Hello there, beautiful viewers. Welcome to the Complete Football Podcast. My name is Mike. I hope you're doing well. I really hope you are. Briefly, today I'll be talking about the semi-final games between Spain, France, and also the game between Netherlands and England. But before I move forward, I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone that has supported this channel. I really appreciate every one of you so far. And if you're new to this channel, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It will go a long way to make this channel grow. I would really appreciate you so much. For those who already subscribed, thank you 100 times. I really appreciate you. The subscribers are growing, and I'm really happy about this. This is a kind of a source of encouragement to make me, just get up and upload new content. So without taking much of a time, let's talk about the game between Spain and France. It was an exciting game. It was an exciting game. By far, the best game France has ever played in this tournament. The game against Spain was the best game so far. My previous episode before this one, I predicted. I said Spain looks to be the favorite because I've never hidden the fact that in this tournament, Spain has been the best team so far. So far, it's been Spain. They've had I think 11 goals. They've not lost a game so far in this tournament. So unlike other teams that have gone out of this tournament, and England also in the finals with Spain, Spain has been very exceptional. Kudos to their manager, Luis de la Fonte. The guy is not really the popular person everybody in the football world would know, but as we've seen, he's really done a wonderful job bringing this team, picking the players he needs to make a good balance for this, Spanish side. They've been really amazing. So the game against France, like I said in my previous episode, I said Spain has been the best team so far, but France, being who they are, they're France. France has found a way to go to the semi-finals. So I was thinking that Spain might win and also France might win. And if you see the way the game went, France scored first, which was kind of weird because from the beginning of this tournament, this is the first time France will be scoring a goal from open play. They've not scored a goal. I think the only goal they scored was a penalty and two own goals. The other games has been penalty shootout. So this game. This is why I said this game has been the best game France has played in this Euros 2024. But France scored first thanks to a cross from Kylian Mbappe to Kolo Muani. Now, I said in my previous episode, France is not scoring goals. What could be the problem? Why are they not scoring goals? Now, Kylian Mbappe so far has not really been great this tournament. I don't want to believe it could be part of the reason. But I don't want to believe it's because of his broken nose. I don't think this is going to be the Kylian Mbappe going to Real Madrid. I don't want to believe this is the Kylian Mbappe going to Real Madrid because, without due respect to Kylian Mbappe, this tournament has been, I think, his worst tournament ever. His worst tournament ever. And also, in general, for France, this has been their worst tournament ever. France, in the previous tournament, it wasn't as if France has been very spectacular, but it was far better than this. France has not. They are not this team that plays fancy football, but you can be rest assured they will score goals because of the talent they have up front. Olivier Giroud, Antoine Griezmann, Kingsley Coman, Kylian Mbappe, also Kolo Muani, and so on. So, but this is the season that despite the how talented their forward players are, they find it very hard to score. At the point I was saying, probably use Olivier Giroud. Olivier Giroud is a goal poacher. He would score goals, but they scored first against Spain. Spain replied immediately. Oh my God, what a player is Lamine Yamal. This guy, I would say, he's the best 16-year-old player I've ever seen. It's going to be 17 on, I think, Saturday. But at this age of 16, is the best. Hold on. I think when Rooney also, when he was 16, when Rooney was extraordinary also. But, when Rooney is a striker, Lamine Yamal is a wide player and very creative, very skillful player. But Lamine Yamal, at this age, playing in the Euros, is the best I've seen at this age of 16. If, even Messi, with all due respect to Messi, I know it's not gonna be a popular thing comparing with Messi, but at the age of 16, Messi was not this great. Messi did not do what Lamine Yamal did at this age of 16, but uh, but uh, uh, but Messi started playing. Besides seeing Messi at 17, 18, 19, that we know Messi will be the greatest of all time, and he is so far. So back to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has been extraordinary, very very spectacular. What a goal! What a goal! Before the game, there's this thing going on social media about Adrian Rabiot saying Lamine Yamal would need to show a lot. We need to do we need to do something extra for Spain to beat France in the semi-final. And touche, I say it again, touche. Lamine Yamal did it. He shut him down. Like, how else do you want him to shut him down? That's the perfect answer for someone trying to. I don't want to say criticize, because I don't see it as a critic. I see it as uh, like a way Rabiot is trying to I think Rabiot made Lamine Yamal hungry. It's a constructive, if I want to say criticism, it's kind of constructive, like saying, I think in the way I processed the statement, I think he acknowledged that Lamine Yamal is a great talent, but he said he would need to do better, probably because he thinks he's still young. So he doesn't think Lamine Yamal will show forth in a big tournament like this. But touche, again, he did it. Lamine Yamal showed what a great player he is, what a great young talent he is, and you can tell by the fainting. He fainted the ball. Yeah, his body movement. N'Golo Kante and this same Adrian Rabiot went for the body feint, and he placed it back to his left side, and what a spectacular curler that goal was. It's what I think it should be the best goal in this tournament, in my opinion. It's my opinion, the best goal this tournament. So Lamine Yamal got the goal, made the game 1-1, and Spain grew back into the game, because when France scored, Spain's felt. I was thinking, oh my God, could this be one of those days France will show up, even though they've not been playing well so far. But Spain was kind of calm, and they kept playing. They stuck to their principles. They had possession, they controlled the game, and they kept playing. But kudos again to these two midfield players, Fabian Ruiz and Rodri. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These two guys, they were on point, especially Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz, I've never seen him play this way before. I know he's a good player, very decent player, but with Rodri, I'm not surprised, because I know what Rodri can do. But Fabian Ruiz, his combination with Rodri was spectacular. And I think the injury of Pedri is like a blessing in disguise for Spain. Because if Pedri was there, Fabian Ruiz would be the one going forward, playing the position Dani Olmo is playing right now. But Dani Olmo, since he's been introduced against Germany when Pedri was injured, he has been spectacular. It was like he's waiting for his moment to come. And when this moment came, he seized it. Now he's doing spectacular in that number 10 role. Now Fabian Ruiz is put back to play with Rodri in the midfield, and they've been doing great. Their understanding of the game, they know when to press, they know when to hold the ball. It's been amazing. So Fabian Ruiz and Rodri was they've been very very great. Then also Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, the two white players Spain has been using, they've been they've been so amazing. They take on any player that comes on their way. They're not scared to take on a player. That's one strength about the Spanish white players, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. At the back, Spain has been decent also. Emerick Laporte has been very very good. Cucurella also has been amazing, and also Danny Carvajal, or at the last game they used it was Jesus Navas. Yeah, Jesus Navas, because uh, I think Danny Carvajal got a yellow card. I think, yeah, a red card against France. No, against Germany. So Spain has not been. They've been in every position. Spain has been very, very great. They've been very, very decent. And Mbappe, after Spain scored, now Spain, after the first goal, they kept on putting pressure on France, and not too long again, Dani Olmo scored another fantastic goal. Another fantastic. At first, it was ruled as an own goal. I was wondering, why should that be ruled as an own goal? Because the ball was going into the net before Joe Skunde tried to block it. Before the ball was already going to the net. So at the end of the day, it was being Dani Olmo was giving the goal. So which I'm happy he got the goal, for himself. So, but one thing about this French team, the forward line, they've been so dreadful. They've been so dreadful. Mbappe missed a lot of good chances. Like I said, I don't want to believe, I don't want to pray this is the Mbappe going to Real Madrid, because it's not going to be acceptable. They would. I'm not say I'm just. I don't want to be too scared of this Mbappe performance in the Euros, because this is obviously his worst performance in my opinion so far and ever. So I think when he gets to Real Madrid, it would get his it would get his things right. So they missed a lot of goals, and also Dembele. Dembele is, like I said in my previous episode, Dembele is one of my favorite players, because Dembele himself, I don't think he knows what he's capable of doing. He's a two-footed player. You can't say this is the best foot he uses, but he's so wasteful. He's a very wasteful player. He gets in between three, four, five players, but get in front of the goal, mischanced. So that's the problem I think France is having, and they have to sharpen their forward line. But they are out of the tournament anyway. Spain is now into the finals, and now I think there's Didier Deschamps, the French coach. I think the French Football Federation is trying to extend his contract even till the 2026 World Cup. I would suggest they just find someone else, because I think he's been there for like 12 years now. So I think he should. But maybe they're still kind of happy with the way he's uh, take with the way and the step the national team is right now. Well, good luck to him if he wants to continue. So that's all about Spain and France. So now quickly, let's talk about the Netherlands and the England game. Yeah, this is another exciting game. Obviously, England had the possession of the ball. They had a lot of the ball, because now I think England is playing a three center back, which is kind of good for them. They've done that in time past also, but I think this started because Margay was out against what was England last game. It was out against the last game England played. I think, yeah, Switzerland. He was out, so they had to change their position or change their formation to like a three center back, and now they're sticking with it, and it's helping them. England plays good at the back. They have a lot of possession, and that gives them a lot of body in the midfield. So, but in that game, uh, Holland, Netherlands scored first. Xavi Simons. This guy is also a young, promising forward player. I like him, but I think he can do more than where he is right now. But I'm so surprised in the club side. He's been loaned out a lot of times. I think right now he's going on loan again by PSG. If I would suggest he just find a permanent solution to his club career, because loaning him out a lot, it's not good for him. It's not. He should have a permanent football club he should be playing for. He shouldn't be loaned out. He's good enough to play for PSG. I don't know why Luis Enrique on the PSG hierarchy has been decided to loan him out every time. So he scored the first goal. I think it was a blunder from Declan Rice. Declan Rice got the ball, but he could not hold on to the ball very well, and David Simmons got the ball from him, but and had a good shot on side, but Jordan Pickford was not able to prevent the ball from going into the back of the net. So Netherlands, had the lead 1-0. Not too long after that, there was a penalty for England. There was like between Harry Kane and Dumfries. Now, I have my opinion on the FIFA rule on penalties. I believe that 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 contact between Harry Kane and Dumfries, I think and I believe Harry Kane already played the ball before Dumfries' leg touched him. But previously, we've seen subsequently that the rule, I don't think they put that into consideration. I've seen so many times a player hit the ball before it gets stripped, but the referee still goes for penalty. They still blow penalty. No, I don't think it should be like that. If you hit the ball before the opponent, knocks you down, or that should not be a penalty. I don't think it should be a penalty because Harry Kane already hit the ball before Dumfries hit his leg. So if he already hit the ball, that means he already played the ball. Dumfries hitting Harry Kane's leg would not have any, would not change the direction the ball would go because he already hit the ball. So the ball would go where he wants it to go. If it was like a simultaneous collision, then I understand that. So, but the rule is the rule. That's what they're doing right now. So Harry Kane got a penalty for England and he put it in the back of the net. We know Harry Kane history with penalty. He's so good, with penalty. But one thing about Netherlands I noticed, Netherlands was very dangerous, with aerial balls, aerial duels. I think Dumfries had a header that hit the crossbar. Any corner kick they have, because they have tall players. They have what's it called? Virgil van Dijk. They have Dumfries, who's another tall guy. I think they have Weghorst or Weghorst. I don't know if I pronounce it very well. The guy is tall too. So every time Netherlands plays a corner kick, it looks like they were going to score a goal. To me, it looks like they were going to score a goal. Though England had a lot of the possession, England was, they passed the ball around. So far this tournament, I think England has played a lot of possession based game. Cody Gakpo, he had a very decent game, and really, I really have a different opinion about Cody Gakpo at this tournament because I have always been not really a critic of Cody Gakpo. I don't really fancy him because I see Cody Gakpo like Kai Havertz, like Antoine Griezmann. They are not strikers, but they are forward players. So if I was a manager, I would probably struggle with players like that because Kai Havertz, I would believe he can play behind a striker. He is not a number 10, but the advantage Cody Gakpo and Antoine Griezmann has is they're good with the ball on their feet. As against, I don't believe Kai Havertz is good with the ball on his feet. He cannot play as a 10. I don't think he can do that. And he cannot play as a wide player. Kai Havertz, Cody Gakpo can play as a wide player. Also, Antoine Griezmann can play as a wide player as well as playing as a false nine, which is the perfect position for them. So Cody Gakpo had a decent game. Phil Foden also, there was a outside caller by Phil Foden that almost was a goal, and that was when I thought, wow, England was gonna seal the game, but the game ended 2-1. Now, like I said, England was playing with three centre back. Now, there's a problem. There's something with all due respect to Ronald Koeman, which is the Netherlands manager, I think Netherlands should have also played as a back three, played a back three, because they have Mickey van der Ven, who is very electric when it comes to pace. He can play as a left fullback, or you make Nathan Ake play as a left wing back. But he chose to play 4-3-3, and English team, they have a lot of players, a lot of very good players that can, you just have to match, their midfield energy, match their number of players in the midfield, because 3-5-2 gives you, a lot of players in the midfield, and your left fullback and your right fullback, they run, they shuttle around, they go forward, back and forth all the time. When you don't have the ball, you have a 5 defense. When you have the ball, you have like a 5 midfield players. So that's one thing I think that the Dutch coach should have thought about, and I think it will have helped them a lot. So now England qualified also into the final, and let's not forget, England has not been great in this tournament too. Even the English teams, they know they've not been great so far in this tournament, but they've been finding a way. The same thing I thought about the French national team. They've not been so great, but they've also been finding a way until they ran out of luck against Spain, a better team, a better side. So now the final is going to be between Spain and England. Now, this is now a very tricky. This is going to be a very tricky game. Spain would play the way they want to play, possession, play with the white players, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. They would play the same way. But England, I don't know. Are they going to play with a 3 defense, 3-5-2, or 3-4-3, or 4 defenders because of the Spanish white players in Lamine Yamal? And I think Kyle Walker would have a lot to do that day, which I think is equal to the task. Now, if England is going to beat Spain, England's defense has to be solid. It has to be, especially their right fullback and left fullback. They have to be solid. So Kevin Trippier or I think Kyle Walker, they have to be able to, pocket both Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, because those 2 guys are very, very instrumental to Spain. So if they can silence them, if they can play them out, then England has a chance. But if not, I think Spain might win the final, because the only place Spain might have a problem also would be to deal with Harry Kane. But Harry Kane, let's be sincere, he has not really caused a lot of problems for defender in this tournament, because he likes to drift back to get the ball, to give way to the white players. So, I should not have forgot this in the England second goal, Oli Watkins. Now, Oli Watkins has been starved of playing time in this tournament, and the time he got a chance, I think he seized it. It was a very, very good goal for Oli Watkins, and I think I would blame Stefan de Vrij. Stefan de Vrij, he was too far away from Oli Watkins. When you watch Oli Watkins, because I watched the English training very well, when you watch Oli Watkins, he's so good with his back, turned to the post. He's so good. He can turn and just whip the ball anyhow he wants. He's so good with his back against the goal. So if he had closed him down a lot, very well, England might not be able to. He would have not been able to score that goal, but he was a little bit far away from him, so he had the opportunity to turn and just whip the ball, to the left corner of the goal. So that was, and it was in a very delicate time, 90 minutes. It was 90 minutes, so that gave England the right mentality to seal the game. They played, they sealed out the game. They played the game. So now they're in the finals with Spain. So I would say, with my prediction, I would say Spain would win the final. But at the same time, England, for them going this far, anything can happen in the final. It's the final, so anything can happen. So I would say Spain, because they're the best team in this tournament so far. But it could be England also. So anyone that wins, I won't be surprised. But if England wins, let me take that back. If England wins, I will be surprised. But if Spain wins, I won't be surprised. So I'm a little bit leaning towards Spain, because Spain are the better side so far in this tournament. So this is going to be the end of this podcast. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new again to this channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It will go a long way for me and this channel. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.